Hello Internet, I am John. Welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris 4.0 Voidforged Exterminators. Last time, we finished off the pacifists up here, and we met a whole bunch of people. And we got most of the way through Nanotech traditions. We still have a little ways to go on this last tradition, before we get the edicts and our starbases start doubling and things like that. But we're getting there. We consumed, or started consumption of a whole bunch of worlds, which are starting to finish up. So, I've done a little bit of work in between sessions, going shuffling pops around and starting capital upgrades and things like that, and upgrading a couple of starbases to harvesters. I do we'll do it here. It's fine. But I do think I want to shift this one to be a shipyard. I think having a forward shipyard would be helpful. One, to do upgrades, right? Because it's just a hike back here to do upgrades, right? And then we can shift that one to be kind of a secondary shipyard plus bastion. And this one we can just turn into reprocessors or something. I don't know if I have transit hubs. I don't really want people migrating away from the capital, though, so we'll switch to hydroponics. So that was some starbase management. This Nanite world finished nanoforming. It's a good size. It's in a sector with a decent governor. I think we're going to make it an engineering world because my engineering research is well behind all of my other researches in monthly income. So, and I have the energy, and we're going to automate it, so like it'll be fine. And I shifted pops here to do the capital upgrade to get the second specialization, and we will automate that engineering as well. So we're going to run quite an energy deficit here, but it'll be okay. I also recalled that I neglected to build a nanite research facility on my main tech world. And these are kind of absurd now. They add a ton of base output to all of your researchers, right? Like, +3 base output is better than a tier 3 lab, arguably. And they also add nanite upkeep, which is less good, because nanites have significant nanite, or planetary nanite deficits carry 2.5 points of trade cost per point of nanite deficit. It's treated as a rare resource, and it's very expensive to handle. And honestly, gray goo, I could see the packaging and shipping involved with gray goo, being a little bit of a hassle, but we will build it. We'll probably upgrade it, but it will make kind of expanding this, and we have the maintenance runs for it, so I'm curious to see what that brings us up to here. I think that's everything I had in my notes, combined with the stuff that I did, paused here. So I guess we'll unpause it. I would like to be scouting with my fleet a little bit. I think we'll split off. I'm really, it's strange, right, that they haven't expanded out this way. So we'll split some off here. I realized that part of the reason these upgrades are so expensive is that these corvettes are still on like tier 1 thrusters. I think they have gravitic sensors. I guess we can check, but they do. Okay, so at least we'll be able to see a little bit. Okay, and they have tier 2 thrusters and such. So I don't know, but yeah, I would like to get these upgrades done as well, but I don't have the alloy quite at the moment. We will colonize and consume.
Technological acquisition successful.
Synthetic crystal plants are an important tech, so we'll do that. The habitation modules, also important, but much less pressing. Right, I need synthetic crystal plants before I can realistically start doing hyper relays, for example. I guess they bounced off the same mining station.
Technological acquisition successful.
So this is a new nanite world. We'll just throw down our energy stuff as quickly as we can. Why would you have corrupt drones? I don't, okay, so it's doing the thing. Oh, interesting. So there were corrupt drones, but they upgraded to complex drones, maybe? That's funny. I mean, I do want engineering, but... yeah, I'm going to use this one for energy, so I forgot to rename the engineering world. We just, like, already have it all built out, you know? Oop, whoa. Oh, interesting. Control A apparently doesn't select all in text boxes, but moves the outline around. Deflectors. I don't really need advanced research complexes. I guess they could be okay on fully automated research worlds to get more jobs in the city districts. I'm tempted by the code breaking, honestly. We said we were gonna do like steel tech here, with a little ways to go before we can do that. Not far though.
System survey complete.
I think that was the, yeah, the Nanite lab finishing here. It was around 130, I think, before, so it's a big boost. And the upgrade is basically cost-free, right? It increases the upkeep of the building, but not of the pops, so for an extra point of base output for all of them and more jobs. So we'll do it. What? He surveyed... What are you doing? Okay, he surveyed that this way first.
Construction complete.
These were some of the harvesters I started elsewhere in good systems. We may want to do the Cybrex projects sooner rather than later, because Cybrex mining hubs would be quite good for nanite harvesters. And we have a lot of nanite harvesters. I don't think we have any minor artifact income yet, though.
Technological acquisition successful.
Code breaking. Ion disruptors would be okay. And we'll have crystals soon from the crystal plants. I should just buy alloys, right? I'm sitting here capped on energy. What's this? Okay, just an enclave, not a big deal. I'm quite curious about the Marauder situation, whether there are, if that's what's blocking people from coming to the spoke.
Construction complete.
That's going to be one of our nano harvesters, so I'm on a construction ship there. This will... So when they're done, they'll go there. I forget where the last one was.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered. System survey complete.
Oh, that's Fleur. There, okay. Nebulas, fun.
Technological acquisition successful.
Crystal plants, better go build those. We might actually get afterburners. Fabricator output would also be good. We can steal afterburners. How much unemployment do they have there currently? Quite a bit.
Construction complete.
So here we have optimization, we have our commercial nexuses all built. We could just build more districts to get more trade. Not sure what we're going to do with this one yet. This is the one I was more interested in. Okay, let's get the more alloy output coming.
Council agenda available.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered.
That's Tianki. Not important. This is somebody. This is an empire. It's probably them. Okay, yeah, we have close borders. So this is just a regular... They just haven't gotten around to coming over this way. Synthetic age? Yeah, we can just do that again. It's free tech. We don't have anything better agenda-wise.
Construction complete. System survey.
So here we can do a steel tech, and then we'll shift our focus, or our envoy, away from these guys to probably their overload over here. And I'd like to spy on them as well. They're at 1200 diplo weight. So they're not doing too badly. There's another big one here. Interesting. This is Zivan Labs, which I think gives a pretty good tech.
Situation log adjusted.
Another enclave. Do we actually... Space Pirates actually... in the Ether Drake system? That's a great place for them. Good luck, guys.
Construction complete.
We don't need to upgrade these yet, and I'd rather save the alloys for ship upgrades.
Planetary settlement procedure initiated. Technological acquisition successful.
Let's see. Alloy nanoplants. Not a base output increase anymore. The metallurgy research lab is good, but not for automation. And the alloy processing facilities on orbital rings are good, but only if you have orbital rings. I think of this lot, we do star fortresses. It moves us towards our megastructures and orbital rings and such. This is still, we'll want this, but well, given that we have a bunch of extra Voidcraft draw weight, maybe that's a bad decision. It'll probably be fine though. Okay, we got some FEs. Our build queue is empty here, so we should keep building stuff. I can't upgrade it. Wonder what that is. Oh, I don't have the tier 2 engineering lab yet. We're producing 11 nanites. I'm debating whether I want to put nanite labs on my nanite worlds, because they're going to get very expensive. We could do this supply depot, that's fine. And then we just want to hit the build districts button, basically. Likewise, any of our do I have crystal income yet? Is it still building? I do, so it's fine. Maybe we'll do a mining world just in case. They both have 3? They do. Shoot. Do you not have a... Okay, it's the devastation. It'll be fine. More Avios. This is presumably amoebas. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we got up here is amoebas and an FE.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered.
And mining drones. 704, 600-ish, right? Yeah. That's fine. We can go look over here instead. This is going to be our governor scientist. Yeah, I would rather have a physics boost on a governor. That's good. $72,500. That's a pretty big fleet even for an FE.
System survey complete.
We can do a Unity world. To resettle some dudes, but I'm just trying to see if I can kind of guess based on housing and amenities, like what, or I guess it's free jobs and housing, where the maintenance drones are that I can steal. Probably they're over here working, you know, foundry and engineering jobs. I don't need this many. Shouldn't be any menial drones there, really. There's the upgrade.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered. Construction complete.
I don't know what those are. Polarian automated fleet. Ion disruptors. I like sensors. But it looks like it's just kind of wildlife back here. I'm not seeing signs of another empire. Okay, they're queued. They're still building. Right. Is there anything not still building? No.
Planetary surface settlement established.
I think there's a bug now where pre-sapients don't get purged. Yeah. Okay, now we can finish Nanotech. I did not really think about next tradition. A Grasp of the Void would be good, but I don't really want to manage more harvesters right at the moment, so I'll think about it. Mastery of Nature, again, would be funny to give us even more districts on all of our Nanite worlds. Actually, I'm not even sure you can do Mastery of Nature on Nanite worlds. You used to not be able to if they were in the Nanite world designation, but if you switched them to a machine world designation, then you could. So, but they might have closed that loophole. Yeah, we might just kind of hold on to it, see if anything. The good play would be Grasp of the Void, but I'm not playing that tightly, I guess. And also, we should switch these probably to have less horrible designations.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, next civic. Fleet command would be really good. Simulation centers are also pretty good for passive unity income, especially when we have lots of planets, where we really should build them once we have kind of filled up on districts. I don't care that much about the third tier lab. Simulation center gets drawn so infrequently. I think we take it.
Ship augmentations completed.
Climate control network. That's what, habitability or something? I don't. Yeah, we'll just leave the S there. It's fine. And then we can do sleeper cells. I don't think he'll help us with that. No. It's fine.
System survey complete. Alert. Non-standard space entity.
Oh, right. So we have the third civic. Excuse me. My thought here is, at this point, we've gotten all of the techs that unlock the district specializations, so we no longer need Constructobot's unlock. The build speed and infrastructure cost are both pretty good, because we are spending a lot of minerals on districts right now. But I think maybe the right play is, well, so one, OTA Updates is always amazing. We're resettling pops around, we have empire size from pops. It's just a good thing to have. But we might swap Constructobot for zero waste protocols, because we have a lot of upkeep too. I guess we can just leave it for now. It's fine. Once we've kind of built these worlds out, then we can switch it out.
Council agenda available.
Finding the voices? Okay, we'll do that after synthetic age. Okay, and that last tradition dropped our empire size by another, like, it was 270, now it's 238, so like 30 points maybe. that check out? 19 colonies, 2.5, 19. Yeah, about 50 points.
Technological acquisition successful.
Simulation centers. Let's see. Yeah, and this is great. See, this is what Steel Tech is for. Is you draw. Yes, the AI has crappy techs, but you can pull them out of the deck, and then I'm not gonna draw that tech anymore. Anyway, planetary infrastructure cost and build speed is something I could use right now, although I definitely want this to go fix my cognitive node at some point. I'm okay on naval cap for now, but I'll want it later. And an extra envoy wouldn't hurt for stealing stuff. I'm wondering, if we're scaling up our engineering aggressively, yeah, now it's more than all of our other sciences, now might be the time for the habitat upgrade. We're kind of at the right tier, maybe we're drawing junk. Afterburners would be okay, but I think we do it. And then, I mean, we're going to keep scaling up engineering, right? So,
Construction complete. Anomalous surface variable detected.
yeah, we're driving the value of energy into the floor here. I'm actually surprised. I think that's 0.15 might be about as low as it can go. I was seeing a cracked crystal shard. Let's keep the lid on that.
System survey complete.
I think this is the ion disruptors upgrade. So that should be a big damage boost, and then we'll upgrade these as well.
Construction complete.
There's our 4th shipyard. We have star fortresses now. We are building a bit of alloy bank with the output from the nanite worlds. So we could do that. I don't really want to unemploy them, but I probably should. Oh, that's replicators. That's the engineers. How many pops? 1,000. At the very least, we can build simulation sites, places I'm not sure what I want to do with yet.
Council agenda ready.
Did I not settle enough pops here? Did they migrate away? It's on Nano Trade that had a bunch of extra, right? Yeah. There we go. There's the upgrade. Finding
Technological
voice.
acquisition successful.
Sensors. Advanced combat roles aren't as big of an upgrade as the first ones, but they're okay. Encryption wouldn't be bad either if we want to do more espionage.
Construction complete.
So there's sleeper cells. That'll prevent our network from decaying, so we should hold intel on them. And then we can move over here. And I think we might, likewise, if we have a lot of infiltration here. We could steel tech once and then switch over to our other neighbor on this side.
Ship augmentations
Oh god, I'm
completed.
accumulating techs faster than I can upgrade my ships. Actually, we should, well, it'll be fine.
Ship augmentations completed.
Yeah, see, our mineral income is definitely falling. The mines were a good call.
Ship augmentations completed.
I should merge these back up. So around 22k. I think we do go clear out some of these here, just to make space for the scientists to do their job. And we can also reinforce these up. 2k crystals, sure, fine. Is that the next tier of capital upgrade? Where are you? No, that's replicators. Those are fine.
System survey complete.
But I probably don't need all these fabricators. I can't build the mining station on the living metal deposit, so I also can't get the nanotech or the nanite deposit from it. Fungal trail is fine. I think it gives us some espionage stuff.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
Build speed. System conflux. Job efficiency for coordinators. Not great for us. I forget what the tech requirement, what the prereqs are for the Alpha Hub tech, because Alpha Hubs are amazing. We can do Fleet Command though, that's fine. Oh boy, biology draw weight. Just what I always wanted. Oh, we got all the simulation site upgrades we can do.
Anomalous surface variable detected. .10% crime. Wow. Yeah, I mean, we can get 50% at least. Likewise, logistics. If we're gonna automate our city districts. I kind of wonder what they were thinking, giving us the ability to build just huge engineering worlds when engineering is really good. And we can always swap the specialization back over to something else, like balanced research, or it's just, I don't know. But for powering out something like this, kind of nice. Okay, they're over here. Are they the big one? The leader? Yeah, they're one of the top couple. This is mining drone lasers, but I don't think I care at this point.
Non-standard space entity encountered. Hostile fleet assets engaged.
Planetary supercomputers are also pretty good. They're a little bit easier to feed than the Nanite research labs. Easier on the trade deficit.
Technological acquisition successful.
Military academies are pretty good. At some point, we'll probably do a Nanite world that's just planetary defenses and fully automated soldiers. I don't know if they get armies. I've seen bug reports that maybe they don't, but it's still a lot of naval cap potentially. And the garrison is job efficiency from warrior drones. Interesting. So that doesn't work with automation. It's no longer a +% like global naval cap. So maybe we'll skip that one. Maybe that's not so good for us specifically in this case. We could do more fleet command. That's fine. Yeah, okay. This is a tier below.
Acquisition successful.
That was habitat upgrades. We could do orbital rings. This is the tier 2 Eng lab, which would also be quite good. And we have a bunch of voidcraft draw weight. So I think we do the Eng lab. And go upgrade a bunch of habitats.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered.
I didn't even look. That could have been Leviathan or something. I just kind of assumed, like, oh, it's probably more mining drones. And it was, but you know what happens when you assume. This is just all mining drones back here.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered.
Council agenda available.
That was synthetic something, yeah. Next tradition. I think we said we were going to do domination, and I still think that's a decent plan. I think what I've been thinking about, as far as discovery, for example, is that I don't need to put nanite labs on all of my... If I have multiple nanite worlds all doing research, I don't need to put nanite labs on them. I can scale horizontally, and if then I don't have to transport nanites, and I don't suffer the trade deficit problem. So the researcher upkeep reduction from discovery is not as important, perhaps, as I thought it might have been if I'm scaling horizontally.
Council agenda available.
I keep doing that. We could start at, like, the other sciences world. Is that the right choice? This one has archives already. That would be kind of okay to automate. How big is it? 21? It's a good size. It already has the upgraded capital. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do society and physics.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered. System survey complete. Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered. Hostile fleet assets engaged.
Level up on the Admiral. Gunship focus, small slot. You know, that's okay for what we're doing. I don't think I want to reduce spawn debris chance, so it's okay. Not really what I want for, like, moving towards endgame, but fine.
Technological acquisition successful.
There's the research lab. We're probably going to draw orbital rings again pretty soon here, so I want to get the habitation modules. Because I need more districts for all of these ridiculous planets.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered.
Alright, we gotta upgrade the engine labs.
Assets engaged.
Places where it matters, at least. Here, now we can get the second spec. We could do another archives, I guess. It's building slots. And honestly, probably automation on these as well. You know, and this is kind of what I've been hoping for. I haven't been hiring leaders. I've just been hoping for a promising officer. No, it's not. I mean, that would have worked, but what do we get? Aggressive, army collateral damage, eager, amenity. I mean, you know, aggressive is okay.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
And then we're gonna want the physics lab and the actually. Well, will you let me build it in that building slot? You will. Interesting. We can put the upkeep reduction in the main. I guess I want to switch things around. What was it? It was the. It's like a box. It's the okay. There we go. Oh, it has one. Oops. What's this? Quantum catapult? Yeah.
Technological acquisition successful.
There's the supercomputer. I think this is a fine time to start doing astral stuff. Here we get the capital upgrade again. Supercomputer, we could. We're gonna get some building slots here. That'd be fine place for them. We're gonna need some crime suppression here too eventually.
Construction complete. Technological acquisition successful.
Let's go there. We can see that one. And there's orbital rings again. Just as although plasma thruster would also be really good, because we have a lot of space to cover, and our planets are fine. And we're drawing it. You know, we've drawn it twice recently. We'll draw it again. We're still grinding on that one, huh? Wow. Okay, so this all looks well. That should let us see those two. And then after
System
that,
survey complete.
we can just start clearing some of these out.
Alert. non-standard space
Oh,
entity
what's this? Is this the this is the thing that gives deposits. I think, right? I don't know. What's the total fleet power here? I don't know. Probably win. We can be cautious about it. My
Technological acquisition
mineral
successful.
income just tanked. I'm not entirely sure why. Antimatter reactors would be great. That's an easy pick. I think we will build more mines. Oh, I think it was the second heavy industry finishing. That's probably what did it. So we have astral stuff now. What do we... But I don't have any income yet, so we gotta go build the stations. That would be a fine place to upgrade a bastion. That's a fine place. And you want to have like 3. It helps you draw the next tech up usually. I should be pushing out here too. That's silly.
Anomalous surface variable detected. Hostile fleet assets engaged.
Okay, and this is the Surveyor. Is that what it's called? Okay, yeah. So we didn't pull them all at once. I think we'll be okay. Is this on my governor scientist getting bad governor things? You are. Oh, that's so sad. I mean, we can deal with it, but it's annoying. We'll let the shields regenerate a little bit before we can take out the last of them.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
We can actually use support specializations here too. This could, we're talking about crashing trade, this could get fun. It'll probably be fine. Mining drone base destroyed, Surveyor. This is a governor. Yeah, patching routines should be okay. Do I really need more deposits? Probably not.
Technological acquisition successful.
Empire size from districts would not be bad. Influence doesn't matter too much. Deviancy, I mean, would help us a little bit. Plasma thrusters, battleships, or swarmers. Wow, those are both great. We're gonna draw battleships again. Swarmers can take a while to draw. It's weird to pass up battleships, but I think that's the play here. Where'd my other fleet go? You guys should hit these ones first, actually. A good rebel, like the last one? No, a lousy rebel. This is a mining stations tech? Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess we'll do sleeper cells and then move them.
Hostile fleet assets engaged. Technological acquisition successful.
Forge subsidies and resource processing centers would be okay. I do think I want the reformatting though. And here's Orbital Rings again. Yeah, we're hopefully we keep drawing battleships of that cadence too. That would be nice.
Hostile fleet assets engaged. Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered. Construction complete. Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered. System survey complete.
So we're making twice as much engineering as our other sciences. And that's fine. I'm content with that. Although, I mean, I wouldn't pass up more of the other sciences. Where are you getting evaluators? Those shouldn't be coming from the capitals. I honestly don't know. That's very strange.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
So these two are at war now. Oh, I don't want unyielding. Network relay is not great. I guess we take automated repair systems, even though it's not great either.
Technological acquisition successful.
Rings, and here's battleships again. Or impulse thrusters. The same dilemma. But again, we're drawing battleships a lot. And we still don't have hyper relays, so what are we going to do with battleships?
System survey complete.
1.7k of mining drones. 2.1k of mining drones. Yeah, I mean, we're getting a little torn up here. We could swap in the repair guy here, actually. Oh. It's not much. But it's okay, I guess. Tian Ort. I still don't think I've ever actually finished Tian Ort.
Construction complete. Technology.
Reactors. Shields are pretty good.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
The Habinti, interesting. Let's give this order first and then figure out where they are. Naval cap, defense, orbital bombardment damage. Orbital bombardment damage could matter if we want to like tarp hit the con, for example. We don't have unyielding, we don't have planetary shield generators though, so we don't have the other pieces to make it work. Naval cap is fine. Okay, so they're way over here somewhere.
Construction complete. Construction
Council
complete.
agenda ready.
Sure. I'm gonna want that for like Titan assembly yards or something eventually. Okay, there's the timer. This is a bastion that hopefully will never actually get into combat. I would love to have a detection there if I had the tech for that. And this is a bastion that likely will get into combat. And again, I'll leave a slot for detection. Listening post might be interesting there as well, since it's right on the border. Okay, that's about an hour.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
And I mean, there could still be marauders back in here. It's a nebula, we're taking some risks, pop it in there. Or back here as well. So we haven't finished scouting the spoke, we haven't eliminated the possibility that we'll be one of the nearest empires if the con spawns back here or something. Yeah, it's just so far. You can find something else to do, I'm sure. Oh, that's automated anyway. Alright. Where is the construction ship I sent over there? I'm not sure. Okay. But yeah, in any case, our tech output went from like 600 per month to like 1800 per month. So I'm happy with that. Likewise, our Unity output was maybe 300 a month, and now it's 700. So our alloy output was 60, and now it's 330. So the whole Nanite world optimization building thing, it's definitely online and cooking. Yeah, I guess we'll play this out a little further, but at this point, I mean, if we actually used all of our naval cap? How much do we have enough intel on them yet to know? They have about 16k, and we have about 25k. So between them and their vassals, I mean, that might actually be kind of an even fight. I guess, I don't know. Interesting. It's more like 14, but we have upgrades to do. Yeah, all right. Maybe we won't call it just yet. I don't really want to do the work of manually outposting this whole spoke. And these guys are evidently not expanding very well out this way. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I think next video, I'm going to talk about nanite mechanics, and may or not actually do gameplay. I just kind of want to talk through like how the various pieces of nanite work under the hood, because the tooltips are kind of deceptive, and then what's good now in 4.0 and what is not. So next one will be a little bit different, more in the lecture style than in the gameplay footage style. But thank you for watching.